kind of like be yourself and figure out how you can intertwine your personal life and your professional life, because real estate is personal for everybody. You know, like when you are going to show properties and getting to know families, like you are in their personal life very much.
Hi, I'm Maud Leger, and this is the Realtors Conspiracy Podcast, where we crack the code to real estate success. Learn from top realtors, entrepreneurs, and innovators about how to grow your business as we discuss real estate success stories, mindset, processes, motivations, and the key to their success. Check out our podcast episodes every Monday to crack the code to success for your real estate business. This week, I'm speaking with Stephanie Pinet from the agency. Today's chat is all about rebuilding from scratch. How Stephanie built her real estate business once and had to restart from scratch after moving to another location. She shared how she rebuilt her sphere of influence through hard work, knowing the area, and collaborating with other agents. Let's get to my chat with Stephanie. Hi, Stephanie. Thanks for joining us on the episode today. Tell us, what is the key to your success?
Yeah, of course. Thanks for having me, Maud. It's been almost 10 years in real estate, so I think there's a lot, and it just boils down to hard work.
Nice.
You know, nothing in life comes easy, so just work hard and be yourself, I think.
That is amazing. We just talked about grit on so many episodes and hard work. How do you define your hard work?
Showing up, I would say, showing up with just knowledge. Like you need to know your stats, know your market. Obviously, if you don't know something, figure it out.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say that.
Yeah. When you're thinking about how you've grown your business throughout the last 10 years, what are lead generation activities that you've done from beginning to today?
I mean, in the beginning, in 2014, it was a lot of cold calling and door knocking. And eventually, you grow people's trust just by showing them that you're working and doing things. So back in the Hamilton, Burlington area, I did most of my business on like a referral base. And that is just the greatest honor to have somebody refer me to their clients and, trust me with their most precious, valuable assets. And I just moved up to Muskoka last year, so I'm heading into a new market. So to be honest with you, it's kind of back to basics here because I don't have a huge network up here of people that know, like, and trust me. So building that trust and market share here, I'm just kind of starting over in a way, right? So these days I'm partnering with a lot of people at the agency brokerage, and we're doing these awesome giveaways. So for example, we just launched one today. Me and my colleague launched a giveaway for Easter. So we're doing like a coloring contest, and then we can kind of connect with the locals and the local business people and support their businesses too. So I've joined, the Chamber of Commerce up here and just trying to go to, as many events as I can and just meet as many people as I can. So, yeah.
I love how you're putting it because it's back to basics, starting from scratch, because you have your sphere of influence where you are, where you were when you were in Burlington, and now you're in Muskoka. So you're starting with a brand new sphere of people to connect and to keep track of.
Yeah, exactly. And I do find that a lot of, especially like the higher end, like not necessarily luxury, but second homes or like retirement aged people are coming here from Burlington, Oakville area. So that's kind of a nice, intertwinement that I can correlate my experience in Burlington up here in Muskoka and kind of relate to that. So
yeah, it will make you relatable and understanding the market as well from where they were to where they are coming to.
Yes, exactly.
Nice, very cool. What would be 3 key actions that every realtor should be doing?
Know your market, know your stats. So, know what's available. And up here, especially in Muskoka, it's so like hyper local. Like even the locals know like everybody on like Rasa, or they know, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's very local here. So I would say if you can just like know what's coming up and selling, and again, if you don't know something, figure it out. That's what I love about the agency, is that it's very collaborative. Everybody's here to help each other, which I really love. So that's great. I'd say, be yourself, but also like stay professional because people um they care about you up to a certain point, but at the end of the day, it's about them, right? It's their money, it's their choices, and we just need the knowledge to have, that experience to give them confidence to make the right decisions.
Yeah,
So I think that's pretty important.
yeah,
And the other thing is like just keep going, right? And real estate is cyclical. I think every winter everybody kind of freaks out a little bit, like, oh, I'm not doing any deals, and then spring comes and it gets a
back up.
little better. Yeah. So you kind of have to just like keep at it and um as I think you said it, like have some grit,
Yeah,
right? You need to be a little bit of gritty and humble, right? Like you just need to understand that like not everybody, as I said, like cares about you. So you need to show them why you matter and why you're the best choice.
hmm,
It's not about you, it's about the client, I think at the end of the day. So if you can again like tie that into being professional and showing it's about the client, then you're working in their best interest and they know that you owe them that fiduciary duty, then they're gonna refer you, which is the best thing ever.
yeah. And then they will work out, and then you'll regrow your sphere, and that's the whole point.
Yes, exactly.
What was a defining moment for you where you realized, wow, I have to start from scratch, and then how I'm gonna make it, or how you're gonna do it?
I'm still working on it. Right? Just because I have 10 years of experience and sold hundreds of houses, it's always different. So I don't know if there's a defining moment. I mean, there's been moments in my career, like for example, in Hamilton back in like 2016, I started to buy investment properties, like single family, and turn them into legal duplexes. And during those processes, I mean, I was like 25, 26 years old. And there was a lot of like specifically older males in the industry that didn't take me seriously. Like, I hired a designer and he just kind of didn't respect me. And then I remember him like coming into one of my investment properties one day and being like, oh my God, like, look at all this, like, look at everything you're doing. And I was like, yeah, dude, like, I don't need you. So I feel like, those are kind of small wins
Yeah,
to not necessarily prove people wrong, but just reinforce that I know my shit, and like I am a professional and I do my research and I'm making these smart decisions. So I am so grateful that back in, 2015, 2016, I started investing in real estate and learning about that world because now I have a handful of properties and I mean, homes have obviously appreciated a lot. And I just had again, the knowledge to have the confidence to make those decisions and say yes and do it. And I'm so happy I did.
yeah.
So
And perform and made it through 10 years of growth
yeah,
and challenges. That's amazing.
full-time realtor for almost 10 years. So yeah.
Congrats, it's great success. Very cool. And then tell us, what's the best advice you've ever received?
When I first started real estate, I don't know if this is advice necessarily, but maybe like a realization
Yeah,
is when I first started real estate, I kind of had these two separate worlds. Like I just got back from like 9 months of traveling and I was kind of a hippie and, not really professional. So I kind of kept my world separate of I'm this real estate professional and I would like put on the blazer and go to work and then, be this hippie traveling chick. And I just kind of realized over time that, this is my life. Like real estate is my life. I'm not two separate people. Like this is what I do every day. Like I'm addicted to everything real estate. So just, be yourself. And even if you have other hobbies, which I don't, I just do real estate.
still real estate.
I'm just kidding. I mean, I live on the lake and I love my dog and all that stuff, but kind of like be yourself and figure out how you can intertwine your personal life and your professional life because real estate is personal for everybody. Like when you are going to show properties and getting to know families, like you are in their personal life very much.
Yeah.
So I think that's pretty important to just, be yourself and figure out ways to relate to people.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
makes sense. They will trust you like you know you. Like that's the whole
Yeah, you can't really fake it until you make it up to a certain extent, Don't
yes.
be fake. Yeah, don't be too fake.
Don't be too fake, be real, be you.
Yes, exactly.
Nice. And then tell us what's exciting for you coming up this year, or what are you excited about in the industry?
Well, I think I'm excited to be a part of the agency. I mean, we're opening up, I think we have 6 offices now. Today, we actually just launched our new office in King City. So that's pretty cool. We just opened another office in York region. So I think just the buzz around the agency is energetic. Like it gives me energy to be surrounded by these people who are just so supportive and collaborative. You know, I came from a world of real estate where I mean, it wasn't dog eat dog, but it was pretty like private. Like, this is my business. Don't share it. Don't promote it, you know? And here it's like my listing is everybody's listing. Like, put it out in the world and like do your clients a favor and spread this across as much of the internet as you possibly can.
Yeah,
So definitely being part of the agency is awesome.
that's awesome.
And I'm just connecting with some builders up here. So, you know, we're in a housing shortage. We're in a housing crisis all across the country and specifically in Ontario. And I mean, I don't really want to get into political rant, but I mean, we have over a million people coming into our country every year. And we are short like 100,000 tradespeople to build more houses. And every level of government has kind of gotten us into this housing crisis by just not building enough supply. So I mean, back in I used to be on the board of directors for the Hamilton Burlington Realtors Association. And I was on the government relations committee. And, you know, I would go to City Hall and talk to the local MPs and MPPs and say, listen, we need more housing, like just make it easier for investors to invest and just build more stuff. And I've just seen us take a nosedive with housing affordability and this whole housing crisis in my career, which like I was boots on the ground. I really did try to help this thing by talking to our local governments, but we're here now. Obviously it didn't work, whatever I did. So I'd say like any building is good building, you know, even if it's luxury, build it, people will buy it. If it's, obviously we have a missing middle of like townhouses, semi-detached houses, low rises,
Yeah.
right? Just like build everything everywhere. I mean, maybe not in the green belt, but that's a whole other thing. So, you know, just being part of communities and seeing how important housing supply is. Like I'm pretty excited to bring more housing here up in Muskoka because we definitely like desperately need more housing here. So
With the amount of people moving there too, that would be helpful. And
it's nice, yeah. Like there's a lot of people moving here, like retired people, but also younger people, which is super exciting. So I'm just happy to be up here in Muskoka. I mean, living on the lake is just such a life-changing experience. It's so peaceful, you know, getting away from the city and the hustle bustle. I haven't looked back, so.
Amazing. I love it. Very cool.
Yeah, it's great.
So tell us, where do we find you, your Instagram handle and your website?
Yeah, sure. You can find me at therealtydeal.com. Also on Instagram at therealtydeal. And yeah, please connect with me. I'm so excited to talk to anybody about anything to do with housing. So thank you so much for helping me, and I'm happy to be on your podcast. And it's so nice to connect with you again, Maud.
Thank you for chatting with you again. Thank you for joining us and for sharing all that tips and tricks from your business. That's
absolutely my pleasure.
Thanks for joining. If you know anyone who could benefit from hearing Stephanie's experience, please click and share it with them.